Alright guys, it's Tina and I am back. Oh, wait. Child, I almost fell off the chair. But anyways, hey guys, I'm back and it is time to have some fun. We're doing a get ready with me video and we are using some new products. One is what's on my eyes. It's the PUR and RawBeautyKristi collaboration palette. So we have a colorful side and we have a neutral side. Of course, we're using the colorful side for this look, but we mixed in like one shade from the neutral side. And I'm also using the new liquid lipsticks from OFRA and JenLuvsReviews. These were sent my way and I'm so excited to try these out and show you. So we're gonna use a lot of new products. I'm gonna put some of my Fude brushes to work as well, so you're gonna see those in action. So if you want to see this get ready with me and also hear my thoughts on both the palette and the lipstick set, then stay tuned and I will talk to you soon. Alright guys, so as usual, we're starting off with a clean, freshly washed face, and I already filled in my eyebrows, but we need to go in with some moisturizer. I'm gonna use this one that I got from Sephora. This is the Ultimate 8 Sublime Beauty Oil and Lotion, which makes me a little bit nervous because I have oily skin. But YesStyle had reached out to me, right? And they gave me a coupon code so I could pick up some things from their site. Sephora is one of the brands that I already love, so I was like, all right, let me try this out. So I got this from YesStyle, and I was reading that this is a toner of some sort, but I've been loving Korean skincare with their toners and their lotions, and I was like, all right, let me try this one out. I mean, it sounded interesting because it's an oil and lotion. I don't know, I was just so intrigued by the concept. And it's like it's not a biophase because it doesn't separate completely, but it has little oil droplets in it. Can you see? Yeah, you can definitely see the bubbles, right? Obviously, if there's oil in like a toner type product, it's going to separate. Oh, okay. Okay, so it says to apply it directly after cleansing, which I'm doing right now. And ooh, look at that glow. Okay, so that I was expecting like a glow because of the oil, which is why I wanted to try it out. It absorbed really quickly. I don't feel greasy at all. So that is a good thing. All right, we're gonna let that sit on our skin. And I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of lip balm. This is the Becca Hydrolite lip balm, and the shade I'm using is Mist. They also sent this my way, and I'm like, all right, let's try this out. So Mist is the blue one, and it goes on clear as you can see, but it gives a little glow to the lips, like a blue. I don't know if you can tell, there's a blue hint to it, but it's not like, oh my god, it's blue, right? It just gives this glow. It smells so good. So on the website, it says it's a plumping and smoothing lip balm with hyaluronic acid that gives lips buildable, light reflecting color. And for the ingredients, we have jojoba oil, we have shea butter, mango butter, soybean oil, castor seed oil. There are quite a few different oils in here. I don't feel any tingling, so I don't know where the plumping is coming from. Is it maybe the hyaluronic acid that's kind of drawing moisture to your lips so they look fuller? I don't know, but it smells divine. You can definitely smell that, the mango. It smells so good. These retail for $19, which is pushing it for a lip balm. Let's be honest. But if you were trying to feel bougie, check it out. I'm gonna leave that on and then we'll go in with the rest of the skin. Alright guys, so like I mentioned, we have the new PUR x RawBeautyKristi eyeshadow palette to play with. I have the OFRA lippies and I also have an OFRA Island Time palette that I'm excited about with those blushes, right? So with the RawBeautyKristi palette, it's a dual-sided palette. I'll insert up close shots so you can see. So we have a more neutral side. It's a mostly matte palette, so there are only 2 shimmers overall. So we have 9 shades, 1 shimmer in the center, but these are all like neutral tones. And then on the other side, we have more colorful shades and 1 shimmer as well in the center. So this is meant to be more of a muted rainbow. So they're bright shades, but they're not meant to be in your face. So knowing me, I should probably go in with the bright side, right? Right? You guys know me, I'm into color, so I'm gonna play with the bright side. It's just what we're gonna do, okay? But all right, let's zoom in. Let's just go. Let me stop talking. So for the primer, I'm gonna use a new primer for me. I hauled this in my recent haul video, and this is the KVD Beauty High Impact Eyeshadow Primer. So it's a shake primer. It's dual phase, so you gotta shake it up really good. And then, oh God, there's a dropper, and you're meant to drop a bit out, then work it between your feet. Oh, it drips off, Lord Jesus. So let's try that again. Drip it out. This is like awkward to get it working. Like, how do you drip it out? But you apply it to your lids. Let's try this, see how it works. All right. So I'm just picking it up from the back of my hand. You can rub it in between your fingers, which is what you're meant to do, but that's just awkward. I don't know. It's a very awkward application method, but I'm gonna try it out and see. You know what, let me try to see if I could do that on my finger. I don't like that. Oh, see, that doesn't work well if you drip it out on your finger. It's almost like you have to drip it on the back of your hand or a flat surface. But anyway, let me apply that. So this is supposed to dry down to like a clear finish, obviously, but it's gonna leave behind a little bit of stickiness. Do I just go in right away? What should I do? I'm kind of nervous. So with the palette, like I said, we're gonna go in with the colorful side. Should I start with the white, or should I do the nudie beige? I feel like I want to do the beige side because this is more up my alley, like my skin tone. So I'm gonna grab that on my F06 brush from the Chikuhodo Fox Hair series. Oh, okay. So that color is picking up pretty nicely, right? Now I wonder how much of this has to do with the primer, how much has to do with the brush, and how much has to do with the actual formulation of the product. I don't know, but it applied really nicely. These are kind of powdery, so just be careful with that. All right, what color should we go in with next? So there's a mustard on this side, but then there's a bright yellow. I feel like I want to use the yellow, but then what am I going to put next to the yellow? The green? I'm inspired to use the yellow, so let's use the yellow. So this yellow is called Dandelion, and you can check out Kristi's video. She explains how she came up with the names, which I think is always a fun part of collaborations, coming up with the names. People try to align it with things that mean a lot in their lives, or people even that mean a lot in their lives, so that's always fun. That yellow looks nice. It's not too bright, but it's picking up nicely. Again, I'm feeling like the primer has a lot to do with this. I'm gonna grab a different shader brush, and I'm gonna grab the teal shade. So this one is called Garden State, and I'm going in with a different brush. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, believe it or not. It's the A3 brush. Now be careful with these shadows if you get them. I'm realizing that they are powdery, so they're picking up a lot of color in the pan, and I'm not getting any fallout because I'm very careful with how I apply shadows. I kind of tap and press so I don't get a ton of fallout, but there's definite kick up in the pan, which is not a bad thing necessarily. You just have to be a little bit more careful with how you apply shadows, you know? As long as they don't buff away, that's the problem you can get with some powdery shadows, like they won't stick. But this so far is doing well. This looks very Jamaican. All right, so this is like a green teal shade, and I'm gonna blend it in with the yellow. I feel like the primer is catching onto the shades and trying to like create harshness. So the primer is helping with the color payoff, but then also working against me with the blending. But anyway, we're just gonna pack the colors on and then worry about blending in a second. So we have the green. Now I'm gonna go in with the blue shade. This one is called Hurtful because it's hurtful if you're not subscribed. That's what she always says. I love Kristi. I've been watching Kristi for a while now, so I was very excited when she said she was doing this collaboration. I was like, all right, what you got, Kristi? Because this is our first collab, like brand collab. This color is very powdery. Let me mention that right now. I have fallout all over my cheeks, which is why I saved my face for last, but she has not done a collaboration before. She has recently gotten like a management company, so she's doing more brand trips and sponsored deals. She was never the one that was doing all the collaborations, and I feel like she deserved it. Like, she is so positive in this community, and I love that we're seeing creators that I feel like really deserve it and really represent what the community is. I want to see them thrive, right? So that's always great to see. Okay, the colors layered up well. This looks a hot mess because the primer is kind of clinging and I haven't blended. So I'm gonna go in and blend the edges with a small blending brush. This brush is actually a new one from Eddie Funkhauser. This is the domed blending brush. So he's redone his brushes yet again, and these feel a lot softer. I had stopped using Eddie Funkhauser brushes for a while because the ones I have are soft, right? And I love the shape of the brushes that I have from him, the blending brushes. Hold on, let me grab the old one. So here's the old style, right? This is the smaller blending brush, and then here's the new blending brush. So it's a similar shape. This one I feel like had a blend of natural and synthetic hair, and this one just feels like straight up synthetic, which I think he couldn't get the blend right anymore where it was soft, so he just opted to go synthetic all around. So it's still the same shape now, which I love, and soft bristles because he's using synthetic. So I wasn't using these brushes in videos because I didn't want you guys to see me use them and go pick them up and they're scratchy as hell, because I had actually tried out the new brushes and they were scratchy, and you guys also told me how scratchy they were, so I felt bad using those brushes and having to like tell you guys don't get these brushes because they're hella scratchy. So I just stopped using them altogether, and then I've since gotten other blending brushes that I was using more, but I still wanted to grab these new ones because I love the shape. It's right in between. Let me grab my Sonia G brush. So my Sonia G brush is just too fluffy sometimes. Sometimes I want a more concentrated blend, but the Sonia G is just a little bit bigger, and then like my Sonia Kashuk is small. So where's my medium? And this is exactly my medium. So let's go in with the purple, which is called Tribute. And let's see how this works. This looks very pretty so far, but it looks dirty in the crease. I don't know what to do with that. I'm just gonna, you know what, just go with it. Apply the purple. The purples tend to be the trickiest shades in palettes. They tend to be harder to build up, like the color, without being muddy, and they blend away. Okay, this looks, it looks okay on camera, I guess. It looks darker, like it's getting a little murky. I don't like how the crease is looking, but the colors are nice. They're just not, I guess they're not as vibrant as I would expect. If I put a concealer down, maybe like a lighter concealer or a lighter base, but just on my skin, they're looking dark. Do you see that? Yeah, they're looking a little bit dark. And I didn't put any transition shade like a brown or anything. So this is just straight on skin. Maybe when I apply more colors, it will look less muddy. I don't know. That doesn't look nice. Why is it looking like so murky? You know what? Just go with it, Tina. Just do your best. So let's pack on the purple to build up the vibrancy so it doesn't just look like a dark, mucky color right there. Like it looks, you saw that, it looked dirty. I wonder if that's the primer. Like you see, like there are dark spots in it. That's not good. I mean, I'll test this out some more to see if it's the primer that's doing that, because this is the first time I'm using this primer. So maybe that's the problem, because the primer has a oily base to it. Maybe that's the issue. So I'll use, whatever. Listen, we're just doing things, okay? So we have that down. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the white over that tear duct, because I feel like I want to brighten up and lift the colors a little bit, because it's just too much right now, right? It's just not looking the best. That brightens it up, right? Go back in with the yellow and kind of intensify the colors just a little bit. Build them up over themselves, which they're doing fine. They're not dusting away. They're packing on nicely. This is a Delium Tools 767 domed blending brush, by the way. Let me go back in with the green, because I feel like maybe it's because of the colors that we're blending together. They're not really blending seamlessly. The green, teal, and then the blue Let's put some more of the blue down. It's more like a deep blue with a hint of teal to it. It's not like a true blue. So, okay. That doesn't look bad. Now that I've built it up some more, I'm scared to go in and blend though, but I'm just gonna very lightly go around the edges because it just looks dirty. And I'm gonna use the My Whole Heart, which again is that beige shade under the brow, and tame some of the edge of that brow bone color so it doesn't look as muddy. Okay, that looks better. Yeah, that looks much better now. I'm feeling better about things. Alright, so I did a little bit more building up of color and blending, but in the crease area it still looks a little bit muddy, which is where the colors kind of come together and look brown or black. But I mean, it looks okay. What I'm gonna do is go ahead, pull out not that kind of pull out, but here we are. So let's do some face work. All right, so I feel like doing a little bit of Fenty foundation, so I'm gonna use the Pro Filter Soft Matte Foundation. The shade I'm using is 385. I actually accidentally used a little bit of 360, which are the two shades I have, but I mean, we'll just make them work. This is my Kyoto Fupa 2 foundation brush. It's so soft, it feels so good on the skin. So I'm just using that to apply this product and buff it in. I'm not gonna use too much though, although I feel like I already put like a huge layer on my skin. But I'm gonna use this brush to go ahead and buff it out so it doesn't look too heavy or feel too heavy. And since we have that oil primer down, well, it wasn't a primer, but like that toner from Shuamura, that's gonna help keep this foundation from being overly matte, even though I have oily skin. I feel like I don't want to pick up any more product though. I just want to keep blending it, and I'll pick up just a little bit for my forehead. Okay, there we go. This foundation, I don't love it, you know what I mean? It's okay for what it's worth, but it's not my favorite foundation. I've just never fallen in love with it. I know a lot of people love this foundation, but I'm wondering, do you guys love it because it's Fenty, or do you love it because of the actual formulation? This is also a Kyoto foundation brush. This is the BP13. It's more airy than the Fupa 2, but I don't like to apply the foundation with it, but I've been loving buffing the foundation in once I've applied it, because it almost gives it a more lightweight airbrush finish at the end, so it doesn't feel as heavy. And with this foundation, this is gonna really help to make the texture not feel as tightening on my skin. Yeah, I feel like that feels a lot better. Let's go in with some concealer under my eyes because this darkness, child. So I'm using my Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer. This is the shade 70 NY, and I'm just applying that under my eyes. And then I'll apply some around my mouth because we have quite a bit of darkness. Let's use my FO brush. Oh, this is the foundation brush. This is the FO2. It's so soft, it feels so good. Yes, I've been loving these brushes, how they feel on my skin. So let's just use that under the eyes as well. It just moves the product just enough, but it's not causing the product to spread all around. So I feel like it's giving me the coverage that I need from my foundation and my concealer by using this stippling motion with it. It's blending because it's really soft and airy. It's giving me that airbrush look. Do you see it? Do you guys see what I mean? Like, it's airbrushed, it's flawless, but I'm not doing too much work. I'm literally just pressing and the brush is doing the work for me. That's nice, right? Okay. Let's go ahead and powder the skin. I'm gonna use my Silver Fox brush from Kyoto as well. Oh my god. So I'm using my Guerlain Loose powder. I don't know if they make this anymore, but I'm trying to use up some of my products, and I found this and I'm like, what? I used to love this powder. Like, why am I not using it? So I'm using it up. Oh, this powder brush is just so, it feels so soft, man. I can't get over how beautiful it finishes the skin. but still sets everything in place. It doesn't look crepey. Like, look at how my skin looks, baby girl. Yes. Let's set under the eye with some loose powder as well, but this time around I'm using a Surratt brush. This is the highlighter brush from their Artistique collection, but it has a fine point, so I like using it under the eyes because it can get right up against the lash line. And this powder, La Prairie, is doing it. Let me use a little bit right here and see if I can blend out some of that harshness too. You know what? After blending and everything, it doesn't look too bad at all. Let me go in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and another one of my brushes from Chikuhodo. This is the Z1. Just gonna bronze up my hairline a bit, also my temple area. These brushes are perfect for bronzer because they just give this airbrush finish to the skin and really buffs and blends out these colors so they don't look harsh. Like, they literally look like they're a part of your skin. So we'll just bronze up. Yes, I've been loving this bronzer as well, so that's a win. Alright, I'm gonna do mascara, and you know the drill. Let's use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag Mascara. So we're gonna apply that to the top lashes, and then on the lower lashes we'll use my MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara. Now for the lower lash line, I don't want to do anything crazy. I think I want to leave it pretty bare, so we'll just grab some of the purple and run it on the outer lower lash line, just barely, nothing too crazy. Again, I don't want to do too much. And this purple is very powdery, but it's applying okay on that lower lash line. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's go on to the cheek products. Looking at the colors, what color should we do for the cheeks, guys? Ooh, okay. This pink looks very vibrant. I'm very nervous to use that. Maybe we should use this muted pink instead. Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna use. I think that's the shade Mai Tai from this OFRA Cosmetics palette. This is their Island Time face palette. So there are blushes and highlights in here. This is a baked blush, and that is applying pretty nicely. Again, this is a Kyoto blush brush. I love this brush. It's so soft. It's made from pine squirrel hair, so it's extremely gentle on the skin. Should we go in, because of this brush, I'm gonna go in with the bright pink. I'm feeling bold. I think that's Cosmo. Oh yeah, okay, so this color is bright, but okay, let's blend. This brush gives me a little bit more courage to blend out a bolder color such as this, because it works so well at blending. So let's blend that color out. I usually apply my blush on the backs of my cheeks and blend it backward. I don't really put it on the apple necessarily, because I just don't like that application. Wow, that's a lot of blush. So I'm gonna just go ahead and blend for a little bit. I'm gonna just keep blending. Yeah, let's keep blending. Highlight, I'm gonna use the highlight in the palette, this middle shade. That one is called Bali. Okay, okay, OFRA highlighters are very intense, so I'm just gonna apply that to the backs of my cheeks. Oh, that looks good, right? Yeah, that looks good. I'm blending it in with the blush. That actually looks really pretty. Okay, I'm happy with that. I don't like a really sharp highlight. I like something subtle on my skin just to make it look nice and yeah. All right, let's go do something with this and I'll be right back. All right, so the face is done, the hair is down, and we're gonna move on to the lips. So for this, I'm using the Metamorphosis lip set from OFRA, and this is a collaboration with JenLuvsReviews, and she actually included me on the PR list. When OFRA reached out to me, they were like, hey, we have a collaboration with an influencer and they want you on the PR list. And I was like, who, what, where? And I had no idea who it was until she did her reveal video. So there are 3 lip shades in this collaboration, and they're a part of a lip kit that is available for pre-sale on July 20th, and you can get all 3 in the set for $50, or you can wait until July 29th, which is National Lipstick Day, and you can purchase these then individually for $20 a piece, or you can still get the set for $50. And with each purchase that specific day, so July 29th, you will get a free liquid lipstick of OFRA's choosing. So if you wanted to get a little bonus with your purchase, then go ahead and grab them on the 29th. Otherwise, the pre-sale starts on July 20th. You can also use Jen's affiliate code for 20% off your entire purchase, and you can use that at any time. I don't know if other affiliate codes are gonna work with this collaboration, but for sure, if you wanted to save 20% off your purchase, you can use Jen's affiliate code. So check them out. So let's go ahead and try these out. I'm gonna insert swatches so you can see all the shades. So we have 3 shades, as I mentioned before. So the first shade up is Revive, which is the lightest shade, which comes off as a very pale, kind of creamy, pinky peach shade. You can use this to lighten up any lip color, or you can use it on the center of your lips to create an ombre look, or you can just wear it alone if you are lighter complexion. But on me, it's not gonna work too well. Then we have the medium shade, which is Refine, which is more of a mauvey brown nude. It's a medium tone shade. Think of those cool tone lipsticks. Remember when those were all the rage? It's like a cool tone brown. And then the last shade is Reimagine, which is the dark brown shade. This looks like a fudgy brown, like a really warm, yeah, that's a chocolatey brown. This reminds me of a shade that they already have in their liquid lipstick lineup. I think it's the shade Bronx or Brooklyn. Brooklyn, I think. Bronx is black. Yeah, so let's go ahead and try these on. I'm gonna try them on individually. So the intention of this trio is to use them for mixing, which I'm not a big fan of mixing no, I am. I do mix lipsticks, but I don't like to mix and layer too much, especially with liquid lipsticks, because they are a drier formula, and this looks crazy. They're a drier formula, and if you layer them too much, they can create a very heavy look on the lips. So this shade, like I said, is that creamy peachy pink. I would never wear this alone, absolutely not. It looks crazy, right? But you can use this to mix in with other colors to lighten them up, or you can use it as an ombre. I low-key look crazy. But that's fine. Here's what we're gonna do. Since we already have this on, let's show you how this looks. That is the lightest shade. I would not recommend this if you're my complexion or deeper. You would have to be really light for this. Even Jen, even Jen looked crazy with this on its own. So I'm gonna add the medium shade. This one is Refine, and we're just gonna go around the edges. And then we'll mix the colors together and really move in your lips around. Now these take a little while to dry down, so you have time to work with them. And this color now looks really beautiful as a nude, right? Ooh, that, you know what? This is a really pretty color on me, like a really pretty nude. If I added some gloss, girl, yeah, that's actually really pretty. All right, I really do like that. Now the thought behind this collaboration for Jen is that you can mix these and make your own personalized lip color, because she does a lot of mixing when she does her lip colors. Now, I don't know that a lot of people want to do that, so it's just a lot of work for me. I prefer to use the lip colors on their own, and I'm adding a little bit more to this because I am really loving this nude color. Am I right? Look, it looks really pretty. It turns into this pinky, like a pinky nude. And what I'm afraid of is that as you keep layering this, it will become thick on the lips, because it is a liquid lipstick formula. But so far this feels pretty comfortable, and I do like the OFRA liquid lipstick formula because it's one of the more lightweight ones that doesn't feel as drying, because it doesn't dry down to that tightening effect. That color looks beautiful. All right, let's try the Refine shade by itself right now. Now the Refine shade on its own is a beautiful nude on my skin tone. I think this is, yeah, it definitely is my favorite color from the collection. This is a beautiful nude, like on its own. Tell me this isn't beautiful. It has just enough pink in it to not wash my skin out, so I don't look completely like concealer lips. Oh my god, it's so pretty, right? Look at this. It's so pretty. It's a beautiful nude. If I popped on a gloss, you can't tell me nothing. So if you're my complexion, maybe even a little bit deeper, you can use this as a beautiful nude. I think this one is fantastic. I am really loving this color. I'm gonna grab some Fenty gloss just to see how that would look with a little bit of gloss on it. Right? This is stunning. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and actually, I should have did this before I did the gloss. Let's put some of the deep shade. This is Reimagine on the edges of the lip. And this is something that I'll do instead of using a lip liner. I'll use a deeper color on the outside of my lips, like a bullet lipstick or a liquid lipstick, to add definition and outline to the lips. And I love the definition that this can give, and it's less work to me than a lip liner. So this actually looks pretty nice, right? It's very 90s. That's pretty. All right, now let's go in with the dark shade by itself. And this one is a dark, like fudgy brown shade, as I mentioned before. And I really like it. Again, this one reminds me of the shade Brooklyn, which is also from OFRA. And listen, I love a dark brown lip. I love a chocolatey brown on my skin tone. It's one of my favorite like dark lip shades to wear. This and like a dark wine. What? I love this shade, okay? Because I already love Brooklyn. So this one being a little bit warmer is right up my alley. I love this. And again, the OFRA liquid lipstick formula is a comfortable matte formula for me. It doesn't really dry out my lips, it doesn't really tighten, and it doesn't get that chalky feeling to it. But it's still a liquid lipstick. It's still gonna be a little bit dry, and it's not gonna be comfortable like 100% like a bullet lipstick would be. But OFRA does have one of the more comfortable formulas, so this color I also love. Now we've seen all three lip colors individually and a couple of them mixed together. I think they're beautiful shades. The two that I love obviously are the Refine and Reimagine shades. I think these are gonna work great on deeper skin. This shade here, Revive, girl, you ain't reviving nothing on me. I don't really love this shade on its own, obviously. But again, the way Jen envisioned it is that you're gonna use it for mixing. Now, I mentioned this before, I don't know how many people are gonna be interested in mixing their lip colors. So these two are ideal for wearing alone. They're beautiful, look at this, right? They're beautiful alone, and you can mix in your lip liners, other like bullet lipsticks, you can do a lip gloss, whatever you want. You can do that with any lip color. And I think that's one critique. People are like, oh, I already do that with my existing lip colors, why would I need this? But to me, it's like, if you like these shades and you wanted to support Jen, then these shades are ideal. I would wait until the 29th and get these individually if you're a deeper skin tone. But if you wanted to go ahead and get the set, you're really only spending $10 more, and then you get the 20% off if you use the affiliate code. So you're saving a bit. So $50, 20% off is $40. So you're kind of paying the price for the two lipsticks. So if you work it out that way, if you're already gonna pick up the two shades anyway, even though technically you would save $8 on these, the point is, all right, these aren't revolutionary, they're not gonna change up your lip game, but I think it's a fun collection based on what she was going for, and she ended up making two really great brownie shades for darker skin. Now this one, you're gonna have to let me know if you're much lighter, if you're interested in the shade, or if you picked it up, what do you think if you're watching this after the launch? But overall, these two, recommend. Now for the eyeshadow palette from PUR and RawBeautyKristi, okay, the experience was a damn travesty, but they're trying to work it out because they didn't expect the overall support, which is kind of a good thing because it's like, yeah, she did much better than they expected, which then is like, what did they expect? But then again, whatever. She has 1 million subscribers now, and a lot of people love her, so of course people are gonna try to support her, right? I like how the look turned out at the end of the day after I built it up, but it's much deeper than I expected. And then the muddiness in the brow area, can you see it? It got a little, okay, it looks prettier on camera right now, it looks brighter, but the muddiness that happened, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. I'm gonna have to try it with a different primer. I'm gonna have to try the other side as well, but so far I'm not like, ooh, this is so great, but at the same time I'm not like, ew, this is crap. So right now I'm kind of in limbo. I think the shades apply really well, right? I didn't have a problem building them up. It's just the blending that wasn't too pretty, but we're gonna see. We're gonna use it with a different primer than this one, because this one, I don't know. This primer though picked up the color pretty well, but I think I have to use this with darker shades and not necessarily these kinds of bright colors. But yeah, overall, let me know what you guys think. I had some fun. I was happy using up my brushes, using up some new products. Yes, I really enjoyed this video, so hopefully you did as well. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a list of all the products mentioned and used in this video down below. Well, I should say most, because I don't always remember to put everything in the description box, which is neither here nor there. Listen, okay, I try my best. I will also leave links on where you can pick them up. If there's an asterisk next to that link, that means it's an affiliate link, which means I will get a small sales commission if you make a purchase through that link, which is a great way to show your support. You know, give a little kickback. It doesn't change the sale price at all. It just gives me a little bit of a sales commission. If you're not comfortable with that, shop the way you normally shop. No muss, no fuss. But still, thank you for supporting and watching the channel. I'll also leave links to my Instagram and Twitter, where you should be following me along. And until my next video, which will be very soon, I'll talk to you. Bye, guys.